Hi guys, welcome back to my channel guys. Welcome back to my channel. You're tuned into the Rose Family channel. I'm the beautiful Rose. Welcome guys. Guys, in today's video, I've been wanting to make this video for some time now guys. I am late to the game, but I watched this, somebody done this video on one of their channel. And I can't remember her full name. Something too cute. So I want to give credit where credit due. She done it recently and it kind of popped back in my brain. Saying, Rose, you're late to the game, but you always wanted to do it, so do it. Okay? So here I am. I'm going to be doing the Johnny One Pot Challenge, guys. And for those who know the Johnny One Pot Challenge will get it. And for those who don't know, well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to kind of tell you a tiny bit. I'm not going to go through it. But short story, it went viral on TikTok for talking about what you put in this one pot of meal to cook it. So everybody across the world in that period, not so long ago, was doing the Johnny One Pot. So today, Rose is late to the game, but I'm going to do the Johnny One Pot Challenge. So today on the menu, I'm going to do a curry style Johnny One Pot. We've got a chicken drumstick, and I'm going to cut it up in two for the purpose of this one pot style, so the legs, you know, everything kind of fits in a little bit better, because normally I ain't got time for that, but for today's purpose I will be cutting it in halves. So chicken is part of the ingredients. Obviously you're going to need a bit of oil, and we got some potatoes that's going to go in this one pot. So the objective, guys, so that I'm not failed to tell you, you're only meant to cook all of this in one pot, not two, one pot. We got corn. I had 2 packets of these, but I think I'm just going to use one. And I'm not going to be, I think I might cut them in half. But if you see them in the same size, it's because I don't want to be waffling around trying to cut these in half and injure myself. But I'm hoping I'll cut them in half. And we got a seasoning. We got all-purpose. I think I missed out flour. But anyway, this is a season that's going to this one pot. All-purpose seasoning. Black pepper. I'm going to get the flour out in a sec. Garlic. I'm going to put some natural garlic in. Natural ginger. Salt. We got the main base of the sauce is going to be curry. We got one of the best curry going, Better Pack. Those who agree, say Better Pack in the comment, guys. Like, comment, guys, comment if I did a good job when we come to the end of this video, and let me know, Rose, you done a good job. I'd appreciate that. Or Better Pack curry. Okay, we got jerk seasoning, so I'm going to use some of this just to give it a bit of a kick to the sauce. And I can't remember if I showed you the ginger, but yeah, ginger. And let me get the flour, because I'm going to put dumplings in it as well, guys. And it looked like I ain't even got the flour I'm going to need. I would need more of this, but I'm going to just put what I've got plus some of this into making up my dumplings. This is like self-raising. It's probably going to be a bit fluffy. Going to lift in the pot, but it'll soon go down. Those who don't know. Yeah, so that's going to be my little cheat style dumplings. That's going to be there. And I'm going to have to cut down my nails because it's a little bit longer than I like it. But yeah, those are my ingredients, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the chicken up in half. So that's how I get them in half, guys. And this is the bit on there that I need to clean up and remove and just give it a good wash. We normally clean up our meat, guys. So now, literally holding the knife steady, and not promoting the usage of knife. But yeah. Girl is old school Jamaican. Thank God I know how to help myself. And praise be to God. One advice, guys. Whether you want to learn now or later, you're going to have to know how to prepare food for yourself in this life to survive. At some point, it's going to be a struggle for you, basically, is what I'm saying. So, you know, you don't have to go through the process of what I'm doing. Just washing your meat in vinegar or lemon, or sometimes I even use salt, guys. And seasoning it to the best you can. If you're not a touchy person, or wear gloves. That's a good way that you don't have to come in physical contact with the meat you're preparing. But I'm old school, I don't mind going in, but sometimes I'm not in the mood. Today, the process as well with the curry, I decided to use some gloves. So yeah, guys, I'm going to wash this, and I've got plenty of gloves, so I'll be changing in between depending on what I'm doing. So guys, I am seasoning the meat. It's all washed and cut and clean. So I'm pouring in some salt, guys. I might be a little bit heavy-handed with the seasoning, because don't forget, in order, you'll see why a bit later. Because in order for the food and the dumpling and everything to cook in the sauce and it doesn't taste tasteless, it'd be wise to put in a bit more seasoning than you probably otherwise would. So I'll just put in all-purpose salt and black pepper, guys. And yeah, put in salt. So I'm going to put in some of the jerk seasoning. This got so much stuff in there, like pimento, ginger. You know, I'm putting more ginger. It's got ginger in there. It's got like onions, maybe scotch, well, definitely scotch bonnet. So I'm putting a hefty amount, and the pepper is, best not put any more actually. Feeling like I should put just a little bit more. So that's what the chicken is looking like without the curry. I hope you guys, I don't think you can actually see there unless I show you. Now I'm going to put the garlic in there, but yes, as I was telling you about this Johnny one pot guy. Trust me, he put more stuff that you wouldn't expect in one pot, in one pot. But let me turn you guys around a little bit because I feel like I'm struggling to talk to you. Yeah. But he, you know, he went viral. Is what he was telling everyone, that this is going down in the same stomach, basically. I think he was like, in Jamaican terms, well, like, they would have another one belly in it, something like that. I remember it earlier, but I can't remember it now, because it's been a while. And I see him belly, they go. So he went viral. And everybody was trying Johnny one pot, not in different version, whatever. But you can mix up all kind of. You just have to make sure that it's one pot you cook it in. Some people even do like rice along with the dumpling. I think that's what people was surprised about. Correct me if I'm wrong, those who know. Rice and the dumpling in the same pot, but I'm not going to go that far today. I'm just going to do what I showed you. Yeah, Johnny one pot. No, sir. I mean, you know, when you're doing seafood boil and stuff like that. But you still sometimes have to use different pots to make up your seafood boil. Else the flavors is not going to be flavoring. But Johnny one pot, or just one pot in my use. If you get it, if you don't get the seasoning right, you're gonna mess up. If you don't get the seasoning, because now I'm gonna rub everything in together when I've finished putting all the stuff on, and leave it to soak for at least until I'm prepping the potato and stuff like that. Which way when I probably should leave it like longer, like for. I'm just cutting up garlic in my hand, guys. Like for what do you call it? And the gloves is making it tricky. Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, so the trick about this one pot, from what I observe, is to get the flavoring right. Else it ain't gonna be nice. You understand? Correct me if I'm wrong out there, people, but that's what I depict out of the whole one pot business. You have to get the ratio and whatever you put in, make it sure it's making sense. Make sure the flavor is flavoring. So that's my aim and my objective today, is to make my version of Johnny one pot. Yeah, guys. Me just want to know the flavor and I don't even have enough curry powder, but I'm gonna pop some on here and then burn some in the oil. Who know? Okay. Still got a bit of garlic. I can chuck it in there afterwards, but this is what we get in at the minute. So I'm gonna try and rub this one in. And I might even try and put a little bit more of the all-purpose in there. Because like I tell you guys, you have to get the flavoring right. But what I might do is use my little initiative, and when I'm burning the rest of the curry, me just add some more all-purpose and garlic and some of that little, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna put any more of the jerks, because that thing dangerous, like it's spicy. So I'm just gonna use my initiative, burn some garlic and with the curry and the all-purpose. I'll let you know if that worked in my favor. That's what it looks like when it's done rubbed in. Don't forget, guys, in Jamaica they say you have to burn the curry so that it doesn't upset your stomach. So the majority of the curry, I'm going to be burning it in the oil when I'm cooking. So I'm going to leave that to process and go on to the next step, people. That's what's this for. Peel them. And did already go ahead and cut my corn in halves and wash them. And I just got a bit of garlic beside it, because like I told you earlier, I'm going to burn some of the garlic when I'm burning the curry, basically. So that's the whole potato, and I just cut it. This is a bit smaller than the ones I cut in four, but I'll still cut it in four. So one down the middle, two on each side. So this is a big one, so might have to do maybe 6. I just hope this can fit in the one pot. Maybe I shouldn't peel any more potato off for this one. I just leave the other 2 for another day, because the sizing of the pot, I have to bear that into consideration. So, use a chopping board at home, guys. It's because I'm used to stuff like this. But this one is a big one. It's a bit more trickier than the ones I cut up already. So just be careful when you're doing stuff. Okay, so I got it marginally in half. So this one I'm going to cut 2 times. And this big one, I'm going to try to get it maybe like in 3. So there you have it. And I'll give that a rinse in a little bit. And from what I'm kind of reading up, I'm not going to peel the rest of the potato. Just got 2 left over. And I'm just going to take my rubbish, chuck it in the bin, rinse my potato, rinse my hand, and I'm going to be moving on to making the flour. So guys, if you're not new to the channel, you'll know that when I'm doing things, I do it by eye. I don't necessarily measure. So with the flour, like I told you earlier, I barely have any of this because that's the one I really need. This is plain flour. So it's like barely anything in there. So I'm going to have to put self-raising flour in it. And what happens when you use self-raising, you're not really meant to use self-raising flour to do boiled dumplings, because it's not made for boiled dumplings. It's made for like fried dumplings or baking. But because I'm a girl that's going to make it do what it is, I'm going to be doing this because it's not my first radio making plain flour. No, self-raising flour, using that to make boiled dumplings. It ain't my first rodeo. I do it all the time when I realise I ain't got plain flour. You get me, people? And what my spirit is telling me to do, once I'm doing the dumplings, I'm going to put the pot on to heat up in the meantime. So I'm going to show you the pot I'm using, guys. And I'm going to give a quick rinse. So that's the size pot I'm working with, guys. Put it on the heat. Let it heat while I make the dumplings. So with my flour that I've poured out here, mostly self-raising and a little bit of plain, I'm adding some salt to it. But I read things by my eye. Oh, with this amount of flour, maybe like a teaspoon of salt. Me no measure things, people, so no quote me. Me only a say. I'm gonna try and like mix it up and get it into a dough. And you guys, and you will see what me I do. So me I go put on the back, look a bit more, so I can get a better view of what I want. That's a bit better. So all it was, flour, salt, and water. That's what makes up Jamaican boiled dumpling. And you're probably wondering, Rose, so I want to make the container of it big. I want me find me. The pot ain't just coming out people today. I want me find me I use, alright? So I just don't like how my back turned to, you know. So I'm going to come over here, so put on here, so I'll see if, you know, let's see what I go on. Yeah? Where am I? Yeah. So, look a bit more water. And sometimes, guys, if you don't measure, you're measuring right with the water, you have such thing as oil in the flour. That means, say, you put too much water. And if you don't have enough flour to combine it, dog, yam your supper. Because I I put flour. I mean, I tell nobody, say me a flour expert, mind you. But, you know, if you boil the flour, so you have to use your head, people. So you're basically making it into a dough. Use your head. Small, little. And combine. Small, I'm out of the water, little, and combine, because you know, one pile of flour. Worse if you don't have any more. Worse if you don't have no more. In a Jamaican family, that can be very crucial. If you don't add no more flour, I don't get it right. So as you can see, over the years of making dumplings for my kids, I'm no novice at it. But can't say my dumpling is as nice and smooth as some people dumpling. Cannot take that credit. But let's try. Might as well pour all of what I got in there because it wasn't much, but yeah. And let it heat a little bit more. That was me having a cup of tea, guys. Cup of English tea to open my eyes a bit. I'm low in iron, people, so sometimes I'm just like, I want to sleep. British tea, PG tips, goat's milk and honey. That's what I get used to, because a typical British tea would consist of a PG tip and cow's milk. Okay. Well, indeed, people put what they like in their tea, but a traditional British tea is those type of things. And sugar, if they take sugar. Okay. Look like today we have the last of everything. So I'm going to put the last of the curry in the pot, you know, guys. So that's what I'm doing. This is what we mean by burning the curry. Putting the curry in the oil and just let it stay there for a while. And cook out a little bit. So, and as I said earlier, I'm going to put some all-purpose in it. But I'm going to let it do a little bit more work on the curry itself first. Let me show you what's happening in there. In the pot, in the pot, in the pot, people. In the pot, in the pot, in the pot, people. Whoa. Whoa. Just let it there and burn. But I'm not going to make it get black, so I'm going to start putting some of the all-purpose in. So look at all-purpose. I'm going to say, if you don't get the flavouring of your one pot right, you can't forget it. And on this, I did slice through some garlic. Just make some slice in the heads of it, and I'm putting them in. Huge part of the flavouring, guys. You know, the things you can add. Let me turn this stove down, because like I said, you may not want it overly burned. Oh my gosh! Why? Why, people? No, sir! You see? Things like this, if I check the flavors later and it's not kicking enough, I don't put a little bit more pepper, I can put it in. Murder! No, sir! And I need to boil my kettle, because there's a stage of this where I'm going to have to add water, so let me boil my kettle again. Boy! No, man! Oh my days! Woo! In my time of growing up in England, the British would say, oh my days! I'm not even giving it right. Oh my days! But now I don't know what the young people say. No man! No man, Jerry one pot out for break, burn up me look up skin. The bitch me up more. Oh me fast. But so far, this is the style of how you make curries anyway. So I can't blame Jerry one pot. So the chicken is going in, guys. So I'm going to cover this down. Hear the pepper in the background I'm adding. The sauce in this I could like feel my nose going already from the heat. That's it. I'm going to cover that, and I'm not even tasting it. I'm just the smells that's coming from this. The smells, people, it's popping. Flavors. The aroma is aromaing. So I'm going to cover it down to start catch a bit of color. In a Jamaican language, that means like you kind of getting it to cook with a little bit of brownness, but not. I don't like when my thing fry out too dry. So we just want a little something patty. Then I add the water and see for a while, let it cook for a while, and then you see, guys, you see, and just tell me how I did. Yo. Guys, as you can see, it's doing its thing. Still need to get to a certain level before I can add the water, because you want to kind of like cook this as much as possible, brown it a little, and get the rawness from it before you add your water. And I'm going to actually rinse that when I'm adding my water to just take on any little flavors or whatnot from there. But yeah, that's what's happening, guys. It's kicking and going on nicely. So I'm just going to leave it to do its thing for a while, get more color, more flavor, and so far so good, guys. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, guys, keep putting those likes on the videos, guys. Give me those thumbs up, you know, share if possible, leave a comment, etc, etc. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to start remembering to tell you guys to like up the video and stuff like that, to just keep things ticking over nicely on my side. Beautiful people. I'm debating about changing my channel name. If I try and it work all across the board, I'm gonna do it. So I'm glad I got this opportunity to mention it in this video. If you guys get to this far in the video, you will see, and I'll try and mention it again in another 1 or 2 video before I try, maybe 1 or 2, you know, at the beginning of the video, just so you guys know and look out. You know, I'm gonna give it a try. If it works, it works, you know. Yeah, you know, sometimes my kids are getting older, they don't want to be on the vlog, so if you see them, you see them. So I just want to change the name. I've done it before, and I think it kind of messed me up a bit, but it's in my heart to do it again. So, you know, if this name work out, I know it's God's will, and I'll share with you why, if it works out. But yeah, that's what's been on my mind of late as well, just trying to change the channel name and stuff, and keep doing my videos. And you know, you guys see my kids or their journey, so be it, but just taking off the family off it and putting something else, but you know, always have the rose in it. So yeah, guys, yeah, and hopefully I'll try my best to notify you guys on my community page as well when that's going to happen. But that's if it works out. If not, I'm just gonna keep Rose Family's destined this, you know, until I can probably get a name that I want. Yeah, so yeah, at this point Let me check on this again. Yeah, it's really kicking now, people. Really kicking. I'm moving the chicken around that it doesn't burn. So I'm thinking, let's pop this on the side. I'm going to add some hot water to this. Not the cold one from the kettle, hot water into this container. Give it a little rinse about to get the flavours, and I'm going to add it. And I'm still not going to, what do you call it, add anything in it just yet. I'm going to add the dumpling and the potatoes and the corn when I add my second water. So as you can see, I'm just trying to cut the rawness from the meat by trying to cook it as much as possible first before I start adding my other ingredients. You know, that's how I'm doing it from my knowledge of cooking. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to like wash this container as well, like put the spoon in, onto something else and wash that container. Guys, one thing I know, timing is everything when you're cooking. So I don't want the chicken to overcook. I haven't added my second portion of water to it yet. So let me show you what it is giving now. So that was the first portion of water that's in there. That's the first portion, guys. First set of water. So I'm going to add my second step of water, because I don't want the chicken to get overly soft either, so you have to bear that in mind. So timing is everything. So I'm going to add my second portion of water in, and like I said, guys, my water is hot water, so it's not going to take long for everything to stop boiling. So I've added it, and I'm going to cover it down a little while it's even start boiling already, guys. Let me give it a quick stir. And cover it down. And I'm going to start making the dumplings now, guys. So you remember the dough that I made up earlier? I'm going to start making them. Because once I make this, literally, I'll just put them in and start just chucking the other stuff I prep, and that's it until it's cooked. You know, checking flavors as well, guys. If you, like I said, if you check the flavors and you're lacking in salt or a bit of all-purpose, or if the heat is not up to par, you can add back some of your jerk seasoning or whatever seasoning you have to bring the flavors back into the pot, you know. But more or less, you know, let me know, guys, because I think I've got a handle on the flavors. So this is how I make my dumplings. So you see the motions I've been doing: circling motion, rolling motion, and then that's the size I'm gonna try to get it to, you know. That's the size. So like I said, I'm not expert in rolling dumpling. My kids are quite happy with my dumplings that I make when I'm cooking. So you see the motions, you know. I'm trying to just get it into a bowl. I can hear my pot bubbling already, guys, literally. So I'm going to just drop my sweet corn in, actually, because it might take a little bit of a time to cook. So that's the sweet corn going in into this Johnny One pot. So as you guys can see, all the way through, I only use the one pot to be doing all of these things you see I'm doing. I'm going to try and add my potatoes last. That's the last thing that's going to go into this pot. As I'm going, I'm As you can see, I'm trying my best to take you guys along with me in this one pot journey. Cover it back, let it boil, pop this in the sink, and I'm going to be back on my dumpling. So you see how I need a dumpling, guys, because I have to make sure that so I'm hoping to put the dumpling in next and then the potatoes last. And when it cooks a little, after putting everything in, I'll check my flavors. Guys, everything is in the pot now, and I'm going to show you what the pot is giving. But it's a challenge, because don't forget, I did use the self-raising flour. So the flour, the fight to find space to blow up and can't blow up. And every time I was stirring it with a big spoon, I'm making marks in the dumpling. So I decided to use a fork. But I'm not soak me a cook, so I can't pour one bag of water in the something. So people, let me show you what I'm working with. So that's what it looks for. What am I chatting about? I'm tired already, people. They look up. Johnny one part. I work me down. That wear me down. But anyway, you know, I'm going to stir it and leave it to do its thing. Everything in the pot now. So you see what Johnny one pot look like. If me ever show all the flour them out. Let me show the people. Yeah? My flour them blow up. I don't know if you can see one there. Right there. My God. My Jesus. Yeah? I think he even split in a half. In the fight we try to blow up. So the one pot, make sure no use proper flour. Or else, I may say, I'm going to leave the flour to cook for a while before I put in the potato. But when Mrs. say my chicken them off to mash out, we just start putting the flour them. Put in the potato. So the pot a fight war. Right there now, the fight war. And it look like say, the pot a win. But me don't go win in Jesus' name. And I haven't tasted. You know, me, it's still, it's a little bit. Let me try and see if I can taste and see. Because right at about now, we need to put in any seasoning locking right about now. And just lock it down, make it under this thing. Let's see. I kid you not, people. I kid you not. You see where I'm missing. Kind of, you know, short of salt, I mean, not corny. So no salt. I'm sorry, I'm talking like this, guys. No, sir. Let me wash my hand. It is not short of salt and a short of spice. So the only thing we probably could have feed a little garlic and me feel like when you reduce everything in there already. You see what I'm trying to tell you, people? You use your head, you don't have to add back nothing. Right there now. Have to just leave it to do its due. Leave it to do its due. Johnny one pot, people. Johnny one pot. Turn it down like it stay there cook. And if you can toss it every minute before, without turning everything in a mash pot, you do that. But me not fight with it too much because me don't want it to, the stuff to break up. And when me come and I do the taste test, I can actually see dumpling if me can find one. That's old. But honestly, so the pot I give. Okay. Yeah, girls and boys. Yeah, beautifuls. Yeah, people. Johnny one pot and everything we take from Johnny because some of his content is not for me. But Johnny to the world with the one pot thing. Yeah? Johnny to the world. So big up Johnny. Anybody want to know who Johnny is, just go on TikTok and even maybe YouTube and type in Johnny one pot and he will come up. Okay? Yeah, I'll come back with a taste test shortly. The pot has landed. That's what it's giving, guys, before I dish it up. From what my observation is, I put the potato in a bit too early because if I'm not careful, they all get mushy. So, I'm going to turn the stove off and I'm going to dish mine up and do a quick taste test with you all before I do the kids' ones, because they can't wait to eat. Basically, I hear Tilly saying I should come through the door. Mom, what's that smell? That smell good. So they can't wait to get tucked in. Like I tell you guys, it's like basically I put in semi flour that look like mora instead of flour. I put my potato in a bit too early. I should have just left it to what do you call it? Cook a little bit before I rush to put the potatoes in. So that's the error that I've picked up on. But apart from that, guys, let me know how your girl did. Yeah? Johnny, one pot. Heavenly Father, God bless this food. Thank you, Lord, for providing it for us. It's in your Son's precious name we pray. Amen. The reason why I'm doing this before I dish the kids up, I've only got 2 minutes on my memory card and I don't want to froth around and not do a tester for you guys. So this is the potato. That's perfect. And when I tell you the flavors are a 10-10, I had the flavors down. The only mistake I make and put this. I'm sure I make a dumpling and cook out. But it cook. Let me show you one before I put the sauce on. Could have done a tiny bit better. Johnny one pot is bossing. Bossing, people. The kids are gonna enjoy this. And I tell you, I'm gonna dish up whatever I got left over. Put it to cool and put it in the freezer. Because this sell off. Man, no man. This ain't gonna be the first time I do it this way. If you guys get what I'm saying. Not gonna be the last time I do it this way. Because 10 people. 10. Like, comment, share and subscribe. People, like, comment, share and subscribe. Me had the flavors done. The only error, they look a self-raising flour. And I could have waited. Take care, guys. Until next time, I'll see you all in another video, guys. Bye for now. No, sir, Rose. No, sir. I let me go. At Jamaica, I forgot to do Johnny one pot. For me Jamaicans, then. Show them how your girl make Johnny one pot. Say, set off. Flavors are busting up the place. I'm telling you when we went slightly rush, but this is amazing, if that's the word. Fabulous.